Did you see this? Alabama looking to rebound after, I guess, a down season by their standards. I want you to hear how Nick Saban characterized the 2021 year for the Alabama Crimson Tide. It might have made some people say the words, I'm sorry, what?
Last year we had kind of a rebuilding year, so we should have 9 starters back on offense, 9 on defense, but 6 guys go out early for the draft. So that in and of itself creates a few more question marks, but it also creates opportunity for other players to be able to shine in the program and contribute in a positive way.
A rebuilding year. I don't know. Maybe I missed a meeting. Heather and Paul are with us here. Did that team win the SEC, make the national championship game despite losing its 2 best wide receivers to knee injuries, and had their quarterback win the Heisman? Did I miss something, Paul? Was that a rebuilding year for Nick Saban?
You didn't miss anything, Greeny, but this is very predictable if you follow Nick Saban closely. Whenever he loses a game like a national championship game, here comes the excuse. Here comes the Nick Saban grievance tour. I mean, sometimes I don't know whether Nick Saban is trying to continue to be the greatest coach of all time or he wants Jimmy Kimmel's job. I don't really understand it because quite frankly, at some point, it's not a great look. And I know that that's not a popular thing to say where I live because Nick Saban can do no wrong. But, first it was NIL that he was complaining about over and over. And now he's quibbling about what happened last year. And by the way, Greeny, in the past, you can go back into the record book. Every time he loses one of these games, he called the Sugar Bowl a couple of years ago a consolation game. He blamed the NFL draft on the loss to Ohio State when Ezekiel Elliott was there. There's always something with Nick Saban, but we still love him, don't we?
Fair enough. Yes, absolutely. And Heather, I've got people, and you were there at SEC Media Days talking to players and coaches. I have people telling me this could be the best team he's ever had. What do they think?
Well, Bryce Young told us that they failed as leaders last year. And so before spring practices, they had a meeting for leadership. This is why Jordan Battle, their starting safety, came back because he wants to be one of those leaders on a team that wins the national championship. As far as if this is the best team, Nick Saban himself, because they were picked to win the SEC, said that he's never had a team that has such a great player on offense and defense in Will Anderson Jr. So those 2 players alone on both sides of the ball are something unique, at least according to Saban's perspective. But look, they do have some holes to fill, I think, especially up front on the offensive line. They do have some questions, but Alabama just rebuilds. It's like Paul said, this is just another day at the office for the Tide.
I don't mean to laugh, but I mean, the young man says that he failed as a leader. He won the Heisman Trophy. He was the best player in the country, and it wasn't even close. Paul, he's had a lot of great teams down there. Could this be his best team ever?
It could, but Heather alluded to it. There is concern inside that building about the offensive line. Now, that's pretty important, but it's even more important when you have Bryce Young because toward the end of the season, I mean, he was rushed all over the place. I mean, Auburn nearly beat him, a team that tried to fire its own coach. So that's the issue. Saban's best teams don't always win. I thought the best team I've seen was like 5 years ago, and Clemson beat them. So you don't know for sure, but he's got the best quarterback. He's got the best defensive player. That's a good place to start when you have the best coach of all time.
So, Heather, if they're the best team going into the season, who's the biggest threat to Alabama, either in the SEC or across the country? Who's the number 1 threat to Saban's team this year?
Ohio State. They have a 73% chance to win the Big Ten, according to ESPN's FPI, and that is better than any other team in the country's chances of winning their conference. And they also have the best chance to go to the college football playoff ahead of Alabama. And the reason for that is C.J. Stroud and all the offensive weapons that he has surrounding him. They were the number 1 in offensive efficiency last year. They should be again. Jackson Smith-Njigba is one of the toughest receivers to bring after he catches the ball to tackle him. So they've just got so much around them. And I think hiring Jim Knowles as their defensive coordinator is the missing piece to the puzzle to them getting back to the college football playoff. And I don't think their defense, Greeny, has to be lights out. It has to be better than it was on third downs and red zone defense. And their offense will complement them and get them back to the top 4.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.